Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're enjoying these rose recap videos. In today's video, I'm going to show you the rose Loves Me, Loves Me Not. And let me tell you, I'm definitely in love with this rose. Today, I'll show you the rose close up, how the plant looks in the garden, and how it performs as a cut flower in the vase to hopefully inspire you to add this to your own garden. Loves Me, Loves Me Not is a Meilland rose that debuted in 2024. Back then, I added 3 roses to my garden, and since falling in love with it, I've added another 3, so a total of 6 in my garden. This is an incredibly beautiful rose, but like most roses, it does have the typical rose thorns, as you can see. So a little prickly, but nothing that's not manageable. The cupped rose blooms are densely packed with petals. Supposedly, it has around 200 plus petals. In addition, this rose has a very, very strong fragrance, which is a powdery rose smell with like a hint of citrus. Now here is a bloom on the actual shrub. You can see when the buds start off, they are a deep red, and then they get to this kind of like marshmallow stage before they fully open. The canes on this rose are reddish, especially on new growth, so don't be alarmed. The blooms are pretty big. Sometimes they're as big as your hand, other times they're a little bit smaller. Here's another bloom down at my cutting field. So it usually grows as a single bloom, but sometimes you get these incredible sprays that are just gorgeous. Just want to show how big Loves Me, Loves Me Not is. And this is like a week in the vase too. It's a little squishy, but man, it's huge. Here's a massive arrangement I made last year using Loves Me, Loves Me Not. I love this rose, especially as a cut flower. That's why I grow so many of them. So I can cut and enjoy these roses for myself, but also sell them at my roadside flower stand. If you cut the rose at the right stage, you can expect to have at least a week of vase life. These roses here were picked past their prime, so I got to enjoy them in my own home. Loves Me, Loves Me Not goes with so many gorgeous color schemes. One of my favorite color schemes to use is a red and pink scheme, like this one. If you're not a red rose lover, Loves Me, Loves Me Not also goes well with this cool color scheme like this one here. Here I wanted to show you a comparison of Loves Me, Loves Me Not against some other well-known florist roses, including White O'Hara, Pink O'Hara, and Maria Theresa. This rose repeats well, and I cut on this rose hard. Here you can see a lot of the different stages of the blooms. So from fully opened, where you can start to see the center that's kind of like past its prime, and then also in the ideal picking stage, which is when it's in that marshmallow stage. So you'll get about a week's vase life if you wait for that marshmallow stage. I also wanted to mention that this is an own root rose, which is great for those who are growing roses in cold zones. Thanks so much for watching.